Come on.
We bring our praise, we bring our best. The tithe, the harvest, every test. The windows of heaven open wide. The glory fall, the fire won't hide.
Come on.
When the word of the Lord went out, the people heard and turned about. They brought their first fruits, oil and wine. The blessing flowed, the Lord divine. The tithe, all they gladly gave. Their hearts restored, the nation saved. From city walls to Judah's land, they laid their heaps at God's command. Hearts made pure. We rise again to honor the Lord. Elohim's upon each, the glory flows, the fire of revival freely grows. Praise and giving, hearts made right. The flame of heaven burns so bright. Heaps upon each, His favor raised, the storehouse full, the Lord sustains.
Good Thursday morning. Welcome back to God, Family, and Country. I'm your host, Tim Beard.
I'm Ken Morris.
How are you?
I'm good.
A little warmer.
It's beautiful today.
It is. I wish the breeze would go away, but it's
Yes, I agree.
nice. Have you noticed the leaves are starting to come out?
Yeah,
Isn't that a wonderful sight?
it is. As a deer hunter, yes, it is. My best scouting is before it greens up. So when this starts happening, all the stuff in the woods disappears for me. But yeah. No, it's awesome.
Nobody listening to this show right now gives a crap about what you just said.
I agree. That's why I didn't go into a whole spew.
Deep down, you don't even care. You want to see the green leaves.
No, I do.
So, yeah, I'm going to be in Montana,
Yes.
which I've never been out that far west. Excited, but I don't know. I don't mind flying, but I'd do other things if I could.
Right.
You know, like if it was quick to take a boat to... No, flying's not too bad to the Dominican, but
Right.
it's like 3 hours. So flying like 5:50 in the morning to Minneapolis.
Right.
Thank God it's only in the airport, because I didn't want to be in that airport.
Right.
You know, I somehow
Right.
get fraudulently, something will be stolen from me while I'm there probably. And then from there to Bozeman, Montana. And on the way back, it's weird. You go from Bozeman to Dallas to Boston.
If I was you, while I was there, I'd start a quick daycare.
Yeah.
Get some funding.
A luring center.
Yes, whatever, yeah.
Anything that get us a couple $1 billion.
Yep. Register as a Somali and you'll be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be Somali to
Yeah.
make this work.
It'll go right through.
Yes. Because people are so scared to be called racist, they'll just let the fraud go.
Oh, he's small. Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah. Can't do it.
10 million, you're guaranteed.
10 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
So I figured we'd take a minute, because we don't ever do this. So God, Family, Country. We try to avoid country as much as we can,
We try to.
because,
Seems to creep in, but yeah.
you know, I fill up diesel this morning, but which that's been consistently about the same. But last Monday I put $175 in diesel in my truck, and on Tuesday I put $165. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you think about how much you can drive one day, and I didn't go down south.
Right.
I drove around here.
Yeah.
Went to Manchester, I think. No, I went to I don't know, but I didn't drive that much.
Right.
And then, yeah. And then gas is now on a lot of places $4.39.
Yeah, my card shuts off at 100 at the gas pump.
So I get you an eighth of tank.
It's about 3/4. But before these gas hikes, it was like $65 to $70 to fill it up from close to empty.
Yeah.
So that's just showing you what a difference.
Yeah, I saw something the other day that said that a barrel of oil from the United States, apparently to another country, is under $100.
That's cool.
So, explain this to me. If it's that cheap, then why aren't we making the gas in the United States with our oil, which we should be anyways? And that would make the gas prices, what, high twos?
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, honestly.
It's all a scam. It's all a ripoff. Everything is.
Yes.
Everything is a ripoff.
I read something somewhere. Maybe it was on one of your posts. Someone was talking about it. Or maybe they commented on, God, Family, and Country. I think it was Rick Hamill, maybe. It was because Biden used up a bunch of reserves or something.
Oh, yeah, use all the oil reserves.
Yeah, so that's his explanation. And I don't know. Like, I just know it's ridiculous is what I know.
20% of the world's oil comes from Iran.
Yes.
So 20% of the world's oil, I don't even know if we don't even get oil from Iran. There's no way we get oil from Iran.
Well, we were energy independent there for...
Under Trump's first term,
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to all that.
he bit into something he couldn't handle,
Yeah, something.
and then he sold out.
That's definitely a real possibility because that's what it seems like.
Dude, he sold out.
Yes.
He sold out like Tucker. He sold out like Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
He sold out like most of these people.
right.
Because-
I'm with you because what I'm seeing doesn't make sense unless he pulls some crazy stuff off.
I know he's got some serious work to do between now and the midterms. Or I told my wife yesterday, I was like, you know what? I can't stand Democrats. Most of them.
Right.
I'd vote for John. We should go to Pennsylvania and illegally vote for John Fetterman. Because if you do it for a Democrat, it's totally okay.
It would be okay.
We should try that.
Yes.
I'm gonna request a mail-in ballot from with an address from here and see if I can get one.
That would be crazy if you did.
We could try that.
Yeah.
That
That would be interesting, right?
Wouldn't it be fun? But yeah, I was telling my wife, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna vote for Democrats. Listen, that won't happen. I just won't vote.
Right.
But that's the problem.
That is the problem.
Because the majority of people, I think now, you're just fed up with everything.
Right.
Now, the good news is with Trump and all this other crap we've gone through in the last, 10 years or 15 years, whatever, really since Obama, everyone's kind of fed up. So I think we're starting maybe to see the light a little bit.
Right.
Like, it's the same evil. Left, right, it's the
Right.
same evil.
Yeah, it's the same bird.
Yes.
I mean, two different wings, but the same bird.
Snake, two heads.
Yeah, same thing.
Same snake.
Yes.
You got to cut the head off both of them.
Yeah. Right.
Like, done.
Right.
That's what's happening.
There shouldn't be two parties. It should just be the American Party, and you just go stand on whatever your beliefs are.
Yeah.
If it's more to the right or more to the left or somewhere in between, who cares? Just
No,
get
we
the-
should just start tar and feathering politicians again.
Yeah, I mean that would set an example.
Yeah. Like, they literally don't vote for us. They don't do anything we request or ask them to do. Like, you are a representative.
Yes.
What's her name? Jasmine Crockett. So she's out now, or will be out now, because she lost her seat in the House because of, like, redistricting or something. And then she's going to run for Senate, but she lost the primary. 'Cause,
Right.
let's face it, she's an airhead.
Yes.
Not bad to look at, but she's an airhead. And she says the other day, like, she's one of the most powerful people in the country because there's only 535 of them. And I'm like, you're representative
Of the people.
of the people.
Mm.
And if the people would wake up and realize that, like, wait, you represent us and you're not representing us,
I
they
think
would run for their lives.
you would think we'd be the most educated population now versus back in history, but I think it's quite the opposite because the distraction.
Yes, yes.
Like, 'cause you can look anything up instantly now and have the answers, but people are so distracted by this or whatever that they're paying no attention to what's going on around them, and then they get CNN headlines or Fox News headlines, doesn't matter.
Their phone's constantly in their hand.
Yes.
Constantly get updates around the world, everything.
Right, and they're reading headlines and not even reading articles.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
We go to the gym every morning, right?
yes.
There's CNN on one. Yay. And then there's like WMUR. Nah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
And
Right.
there's like a couple other, right? So we'll watch them. And It's like these two women debating like Trump's policies or what he should have done in Iran or whatever. I'm like, you two morons have no freaking clue.
Right. Yeah. How can you debate on something when you don't even have the inside information?
Exactly.
Right. At that point, you're just speculating at best.
But at some point, it shifted from news was. I mean, it's never been fully true, right? I mean, let's
No.
face it. But it went from news was just factual stuff, ish, to now it's we have 5 people on a board on a panel, and they're all experts in something.
Yeah.
And we're going to debate the news.
Well, it used to be very Walter Cronkite like.
Yes.
Where he just came on and this is what happened today.
Yes.
That was it. No opinion.
Right.
Yes, this is what you decide.
I love Peter Jennings.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I was wrong. I was young, and some people say, "Well, he had his thing." I'm sure they all do.
They're
all biased.
They're all human.
They're all human. They're all
Yes.
biased. They have their own opinions. But for the most part, they gave the news.
Right.
I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah, I like getting just facts
But
and then
now
deciding.
it's like, now let's go to Cheryl, and she'll tell us about what she thinks. She's an ex-analyst from the CIA, and
Yes.
and she, blah 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 blah. Well, why are you an ex-analyst?
most of their experts are people who who've been in trouble in the past.
Yes.
They're caught up in some scandal.
Yeah, rotten eggs.
Yes, but they're the experts now on
I mean,
the,
think about what they got paid probably in their last job, and now they're working for like CNN, MSNBC,
like Oliver North.
Fox, one of them. Yeah,
Exactly.
yes.
Same thing.
Dude's selling freaking military missiles.
Yeah, now he's an expert.
He's an expert.
Yes. Yeah,
And says Iran shouldn't have missiles.
Yes. Really.
This is the world we live in.
Yes.
I actually saw something I got to share. This is the
Okay.
perfect time for. So, if you take $70,000 from someone's paycheck of a hard worker, and give 10,000 of it to 7 lazy people, you lose 1 vote, but you gain 7, and that's how the West works now.
That's pretty true.
That's extremely true.
Yes.
And they don't even hide it anymore.
No, I agree. I saw a great thing one time on Facebook, and I loved it. Basically, a guy walking down the street, Republican, comes across a Democrat family. Little girl wants to make money. He's like, "Sure, come on, I'll mow my lawn. I'll pay you $100." He goes, and then at the end, I'm going to take 75 of that and hand it out to other people because they need it in the neighborhood.
That's how socialism works.
And she's like, "No way, I mowed the lawn." He's like, "Welcome to the Republican Party."
True. Democrat Party. All of them.
Right.
All of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
Because you think like, okay, the Republicans, I align more with them, but barely.
Right.
Because let's face it, neither one of those parties represent us.
Right. I agree with that.
You either got people that are way, way to one side, or way, way to the other side, who are just nuts.
Yes.
I don't care if you're way, way, way right and way, way left. You're nuts.
Yes.
I mean, one side, shoots up schools and different things and people and whatever, but
Right.
but still, you're both equally nuts, right? But then you have people like in the middle, like you don't have like the JFK Democrats would be very much considered conservatives today,
Yes.
and there's people out there that still like have these beliefs, but they don't have a voice.
Right.
They don't have a voice.
No voice.
Man,
Yeah.
you don't have a voice.
Not really.
We don't have enough money to have a voice.
That's true.
And like Bernie Sanders is always out there, fight the oligarchy. And I'm like, dude, you're an old dinosaur that's been here. You've lived off the government your whole life.
Never had a job.
Never in your life have you had an actual
Right.
job. And yeah, I agree with some of there's some broken things, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like taxation without representation. That is our life now.
Right.
But you used to cry about millionaires until you became one.
Right.
And if you became a billionaire, it'd suddenly be the tens of billionaires or whatever.
The problem with Bernie is he just doesn't believe in getting paid for your hard work, and he thinks you should just give all the money to the people who aren't working hard. And I'm all about supporting people when they need it, but man, I have a hard time just handing out.
You know what the Bible says? A man that doesn't work shouldn't eat.
That is exactly, yes.
Doesn't say a woman or child, but he says
No,
a man
yeah.
that doesn't work
Yeah.
shouldn't eat.
That
Man, Bernie would have starved a long time ago.
I sure would have.
All right, so, all right, let me play this clip first.
Okay.
Let me find it.
Anybody in society could put Christian in their profile, but we checking for fruit. We're looking for evidence of your Christianity. Somebody gonna tell me, oh, you can't tell me I'm not a Christian. John did in 1 John. This is who we know who the sons of God are and who the sons of the devil are. So foolish and gullible. I don't care that somebody call themselves a Christian. We're checking for fruit, evidence of grace and transformation. Where is the presence of the Holy Spirit in your life? Where is your desire by nature to follow the commandments of God Almighty? What are we talking about? I don't care. I don't care. I ain't trying to fill up no room. I'm going to preach this truth, whether the room is full or the room is empty.
Philip Anthony Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's 28, 16 or 19, I can't remember, but he's in Georgia. He's really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll listen to him and I'm like, he'll like, not necessarily off, but just like, But he has a lot of really, really good clips. And so, let's talk about people that have no fruit. So,
Okay.
once again, we're going to talk about something controversial.
Yep.
But it doesn't bother me.
I know this.
Not one drop. I actually look forward to these conversations. So, I had shared a meme of Al Sharpton, who, it says, the world owes black people reparations. It's a moral obligation. Yeah. So I posted this, and it got into a debate
Sorry.
with a relative that's black.
Yes.
And that's important because
Yes.
me and you debated. It's not whatever.
Right.
So the difference between me and most people is I won't back down.
Yes.
I will speak truth no matter what the consequences are.
Right.
I don't care. And so we're at the dinner. We brought my parents out for Mother's Day, and so we're heading up, and like this started on the ride up there. And of course, I was a passenger, so
So yeah, dime. Yeah.
yeah, because we won't be here for Mother's Day, so we was like, we'll take our mom to
Nice.
the food place there, Jesse's, and so on the way up, I told Andrew, I was like, we might not be invited to Indianapolis again. And it's funny because I always worry, like, maybe she's going to be like, what'd you do? No, I was like, listen, I won't back down.
Right.
And she's like, I don't expect you to. So I was like,
I mean, you should always stand for what you believe, whether you're right or
Yes.
wrong. You should always stand for it. And I'm not saying you're wrong or right.
no.
I'm just saying.
that's the problem with so many people. They won't
You're
stand
right,
up for anything.
and you will stand up. So I agree with
Yes.
that. Yes, absolutely.
And, so the last thing I said to him, and he never commented anymore. But then he said I should come on. Oh, me and him will do a podcast. And I'm like, dude, why would I do that? I have a podcast.
Right.
I'm on the radio 2 days a week.
I mean, he can call in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. Yeah. Go ahead.
The thing is, though, he's gonna know Black history very well,
Yeah, absolutely.
and I don't. You know why? Because it's not relevant to me.
Right.
But white history is not relevant to me either.
I agree with that.
Some American history, sure.
Right.
Everyone should know some American
Yes.
history. Should you know about slavery in this country?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yes.
I don't support it.
Right. Me either.
I don't support the KKK.
Right. Exactly.
But you people keep voting for the party of it.
Pretty supportive of it.
Yes. So, and I said, so finally, because he's like, you're from New Hampshire, you wouldn't know anything about slavery, and dude,
Or diversity.
no diversity.
Yeah.
And it's like, you start pushing buttons, and I'm going to hit back.
Just, by the way, New Hampshire is like one of the safest states in the country. And I'm not saying that in a racist way, but we are very safe here.
Facts are facts.
Like,
But we're not, there was this article came out once, we're not diverse enough.
yeah, that was actually a Tucker Carlson report.
Yeah.
I have the whole clip.
Yeah.
It was very good because that was the goal, was to make us more diverse.
Yes.
And people are like, hey, wait a minute, we don't have a problem with it. Come if you want to, but let's continue to be safe.
I said this to my buddy Jose, and he's Puerto Rican, and we just kind of laughed. It's like, I don't like it here. It's cold. And I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Right.
But we should force you to move up here
Right.
because we need more diversity.
You're right. Yeah.
This is the United States of America.
Live where you want.
You can live where you want.
I agree.
You want to live in Alaska? Live in Alaska.
Right.
You want to live in New Hampshire? Live in New Hampshire.
Right.
Alabama? Wherever.
Yeah, I mean, just because you're from here doesn't mean you don't understand the issues. Like, you've traveled across the United States pretty good, right? I lived in Tampa, Florida for a long time.
I guarantee I've been to more countries.
I've been out from here all the way to California. Like, I've seen all the things. I've been in L.A. I've seen all the stuff.
Yeah.
So,
It doesn't exempt you from knowing something because you're from New Hampshire or you're not black.
right.
Like, That's an ignorant statement.
I will say there is a lot more racism in the southern part of the country,
Absolutely.
like on both sides.
And no one's ever said, and I wasn't arguing that it's not alive today.
Yeah, it's definitely alive.
I'm arguing that I'm not paying you reparations for something that you were never a slave. So this is what I said to him. I said, there is not a black today alive in America that's ever been a slave.
Right.
And nor is there a white alive today that's ever owned a slave.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I can back up every truth that I was telling him through the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Right.
And so that was the last thing I said. Because then I was like, waiting for the comeback. And I'm like, oh no. Because I know where I'm going next.
Yeah.
And it wasn't not like, I'm not going to go like low or something.
Right.
But I'm going to call out something
Yes.
that it's gonna hit him, and he's not gonna like it.
Right.
But it's also truth. And you know what? The truth hurts.
It does.
But you know what? The truth is the truth, and you're supposed to speak the truth. And so I was, here's the thing. So Ephesians 6:12, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against rulers, against authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. So you can say racism all the time, like it's a white person, it's this, that. No, everything you battle in this world is dark spirits, evil forces.
Al Sharpton is probably one of the most racist people in this country.
Well, that was my comment. I said he's a race baiting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's a race baiter.
Yes.
To create the division and the hate.
Yes.
Like, because he sees color.
Exactly. And if you see color, you're racist.
Yes.
Straight up.
Yes. I'm with you.
Even this relative.
Yes.
You were
Anybody.
saying things that make you racist. Now, here's the thing: people don't grasp as racism something in your heart.
Right.
It's not. So people like you said that's racist. You're a racist person. Like racism's in your heart. I've met racists.
Yeah, me too. Bro.
Like
yeah.
legit racists have hatred in their heart for someone of different color that don't even know them, but don't care just because they're this color. That's a racist.
Oh, I know people who have the swastika tattooed on them, and it's disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Like, why would you ever do yeah.
We could take those in
Yeah.
the backwoods and
I agree, because it's just ridiculous. But
yeah. So, I will never apologize or show sympathy for something I didn't do.
right.
You're still a slave in your own mind. That's the problem.
Well, it's always easy to be the victim.
Yes.
Always.
The victim mentality is our country's like famous for now, right?
Right. That's the question I ask people. What? And it's a Charlie Kirk question. Tell me what you can't do that I can. Like, what is it that you can't do that I can do?
There's nothing.
Like, in today's world.
He was arguing with a black guy about DNA. We're different. No, you're not. You're not different. Your DNA is not different than
Right.
ours. It's a lie.
Right.
Most people don't know this stuff.
Right.
It's what so many things are. Like the Bible. People try to use this scripture, use it but you don't know the Bible. And you don't even know the context of that scripture.
Right.
But you try to use it because that's all you know.
Right.
Well, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, when you look at scripture, it all comes from the perception that you have,
Correct.
right? Mm-hmm. And it's like anything. You say something, and it could be where my mind is in the moment on how I take that.
Exactly. And that's why church is so important.
That's why I hate having debates on text.
Yes.
Because a lot of times it comes out of context. Because their
Correct.
perception and my perception in the moment are very different sometimes.
Yeah, because one minute you think someone wants to fight you.
Yes.
Even though that's not their intentions whatsoever.
Right.
But you think that.
Yes, because of, yeah.
So then you escalate your end.
Yeah, and then they're like, hey, wait, what?
Well, exactly.
Yeah, right.
My wife will like text me stuff. She's like, we can't text this stuff or whatever because like it'll turn into a fight.
Great example.
Yes.
Yes.
When it shouldn't.
Right.
Because you don't know the context of the text message.
Right.
So it's like, don't do it. Wait until you're in person.
Right.
And then you'll know.
What'd you say?
Yeah. So here's the reality. Jesus will set you free. But you have to know him, not know of him.
Right.
You have to know him. Just because you can cite some scriptures, don't mean you know him.
I mean, reading the Bible is important, but go listen to some pastors when they on the teaching of it.
Yes.
Like, that's all I'm saying. Like,
But that was the thing. Like,
there's so many great ones out there.
you like to use that. You're supposed to set an example. You've got a ministry, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, you wouldn't have liked Jesus either. You really wouldn't have liked him. He really would have offended you and hurt your feelings.
Right.
Because he sat with sinners.
Yes.
but he called out their sin and he didn't join in their sin.
Right.
And so that's why the Sadducees and the Pharisees didn't like him. They challenged their authority,
Right.
and there was a threat. And so what they do? Well, there's a threat against us because the ruse is working,
Right.
but it's now starting to not work because this man's speaking truth.
Right.
And so I didn't share these scriptures. I did share the Ephesians one, but Matthew 23:27. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but are full of dead bones. And Jesus is saying, don't judge the outward appearance, but the heart,
Right.
which is what you're doing when you're saying. Now, you could say to me, well, you're doing that without shepherd. No, because you're spewing hate, which means that's not God. Hate is not a God, is not one of the fruits of the Spirit.
Right.
And this man has done it his whole life. He has literally made millions his whole life
Yes.
being this person.
Yes.
Jesse Jackson, same way.
Yes. I mean,
Not as bad.
right, but there's a lot of race baiting there.
It's
Like,
all race baiting.
yes, because if you're a true man of God, why even talk about it?
Right. And so you don't see.
It'd been different if you went on there and been like this black man,
Right.
because you know what I mean.
Right.
Versus this man is just spewing hate.
Exactly.
Like
But
that.
sure, he's a black man, but in the context of which I would be saying it,
I mean, I can tell you a lot of white guys spewing hate too.
yes.
Donald Trump sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Like, for
Most
real.
of the time, he spews ignorance.
I think that's fair. That's a good way to put
He's
it.
actually
for sure.
a smart man. He just
Yeah,
can't
I don't know
talk.
if he's hateful. He's just ignorant.
If
and-
he could close his mouth, he'd be way better.
Right.
That's his issue.
Right.
The second he opens his mouth, it just goes downhill from there.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah, because he's not hate-filled. He's actually done here. This makes someone mad, but he's done more for the black community than Barack Obama ever did. In
Oh,
his,
yeah, 100%.
like, I can go down the list if you want, but we don't have to. But you just look it up. The things he has done for their community.
Obama, Clinton, and Biden turned Jesse Jackson's funeral into a mockery,
Oh, it's ridiculous.
and all they did is,
Which made his kids mad
yes.
because that's not what they were looking for.
And Trump didn't even go, but Jesse's niece, I think it was, like she was with Trump somewhere, and she's like, "This man is not racist." Like she's flipping out, like
Right.
because they know him.
Right.
They all knew him.
Yes.
They're all friends with him until he stepped out of line.
Oh yeah. He was invited everywhere.
It's like a fish going down the stream, right? And then suddenly another fish turns around and starts going backwards. You're gonna meet a lot of friction.
The Clintons loved his donations to their campaigns.
Yes.
And he admitted that he donated to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
So, the whole judging thing, right? You're not supposed to judge. That's not true. The Bible does not say that. It doesn't say that. It says, Matthew 7:1, do not judge others, and you will not be judged. But the reality is, we will all be judged.
yes,
So, by Jesus, by
Yeah.
God. So, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use is judgment. So, the measure of judgment you pour out on others is the same measure of judgment that God's going to pour out on you. And it also says, why worry about the speck in your own eye, your friend's eye, when you have a log in your eye?
right.
It's not saying don't judge. It's saying if you are cheating on your taxes and your buddy is, got a gambling problem or something, I don't know, something similar, but you're pointing out his flaws. I'm pointing out your flaws, Ken, and ignoring the log that's in my eye.
Right.
I'm doing the same thing, but I'm doing it 10 times worse.
Right.
That's what it's talking about.
Yeah. It talks a lot about judging sin.
Yes.
Judging people, I'm a little torn. Only because the woman at the well, there's like so many of them where he didn't, but then you go back to where he judged the Pharisees, but he's also the Lord. See what so I just, to me, and I do it. I do it a lot.
We're all guilty of
and
it.
I try not to.
Right.
But if I see a certain type of person driving, if I see a kid driving with his hat sideways,
Yeah, you
and
make a judgment.
I make a judgment,
Sure.
even though I really,
Because you were that person once.
I certainly was. I was.
But that's the problem. But people like to use scriptures
Right.
against you.
Yes.
To shut you up.
Yes.
Oh, you can't judge others.
Right.
Well, actually, no. That's not what the scripture's saying.
Right.
It's being the hypocrite is where the criticism is.
Well, when they say that to you, they're judging you.
Exactly.
I mean, if we're being honest, like,
I wish I found the Charlie Kirk clip of this because he had said that literally saying not to judge others is a judgment.
Yeah, that could be very, yes. I mean, there's so many ways to look at it.
The dude's so smart.
Right.
I'm not that smart.
Yeah, he knows the Bible. Or
Even
didn't know.
better.
Yeah. It's like next level.
Oh, yeah. But it's like, but people love to use these things to try to silence you.
Right.
But if you don't know the actual context or how this even works,
Right.
like, what are you doing? And so, Matthew 6:15. But if you do not forgive others for their sins, your Father will not forgive you for your sins.
Right.
You know what reparations is? Lack of forgiveness.
Yes.
So you have all this hatred in your heart or whatever you have, whether it's
Right.
hatred, whether it's anger, bitterness, like whatever, over something that didn't actually physically affect you or even your parents.
Like, to me, when Al Sharpton, I'm not saying I don't make judgment on him, because I do, because I see the things he does, but there's a difference between judgment and truth.
Exactly. 100%.
Like, if he's doing the things that we're saying that's not really judging him. I hope that he goes to heaven, honestly. Love thy neighbor as you love just, he's definitely not on the path, and maybe, and I'm not the judge of that, but
No, he literally uses these things
yes.
to gain profit. That's all he does.
Right.
I'm trying to find the...
I mean, I could point out the whole tax thing, but I'm with him. I don't want to pay the taxes either, so...
No, but he seems to get away with it.
He does get away with it on a large scale, and that's been a thing his whole career. But I'm with him on not wanting to pay. If our government spent our money better, I'd be out.
So one of the ladies that goes to church with us commented, and she said, "Truthfulness is not hate. Social change requires responsibility, raising the youth in the precepts of Jesus Christ and his message, not the gospel according to men such as these. Look at statistics, not propaganda of the left." And, like, that's the thing. Everyone wants to use that's hate. No, that's truth.
Right, then that what she said is exactly was my point.
Yes.
Right, like, if you're speaking the truth, I mean...
And I said this to him. I was like, you realize if Jesus came down to judge the situation, he would smack this down real hard.
Right,
Because that's not how he sees people.
right.
He doesn't see them by colors. It's not an M&M, right?
Yeah, God doesn't care what color you are.
No, because you're all the same.
Right, he cares what your heart is.
Yes.
I mean, that's...
He judges your heart.
Yes,
He says to judge people by their heart and by their actions.
right.
Well, his actions have always been race baiting, getting money, and spewing hate.
Right. I mean, that's how he makes all of his money in his career.
That's all he's done his whole
Right.
life.
Like, if he might not be so wealthy if he actually just preached gospel. Like,
He wouldn't be.
all I know is I'm not as well as versed as most in the Bible. I've been studying it pretty hard the last few months, but I haven't seen anything in there about race other than we shouldn't judge each other by it. Like, I haven't seen...
No, because it's not.
The black people should be more blessed than the white people. The Puerto Ricans should be more blessed than the Irish. Or
The Bible says there's no difference between Jew and Gentile, man or woman.
Exactly.
So, what say you about that?
Right.
There's no difference. And I can tell you right now, if you want to talk, well, it's different, black, white. No. Jews back in Jesus' time, Roman citizens, and Gentiles was a huge difference. Huge
Yeah, it's kind
difference.
of the same thing as what we're talking about here with the skin. It's the same thing.
Yes, but even stronger back then.
Yeah.
Because Jews used to own the land, right?
Right.
The Romans took it over. So if you were a Roman citizen, you were over all those people. And then you're a Jew, and then Gentiles, which are Greeks, or were considered Gentiles. Anyone that wasn't a Jew or a Roman.
Well, if you love me like you love, or just like yourself, like you're supposed to, why would you want me to pay reparations for anything I didn't do anyways?
Right. Why
Like-
why do I need to pay for someone else's? And I love the comment, the world should pay. Okay.
The whole world's
So the countries that sold you, should they pay?
other black people?
Yes.
Because that's where it
Because
started.
there are black slave owners in this country too. And then African countries sold those slaves.
So should we also pay the Native Americans?
Right. Where does it end?
Because to me, we did worse to them than we did to the black people, honestly.
Yeah, we genocided all them.
Yes, but I mean, there's a few left.
But I didn't do it.
Me either.
You didn't do it.
Absolutely.
I have Native American in my blood.
But that's just yeah, the history. Look, we all have histories. I have a lot of things that I'm not proud of,
Right.
but I can't go back and change that.
Correct.
And like, I'm not going back and paying people reparations either. Like,
No.
I don't know.
It's just
And nor do I expect it from other people who have done things to me. Like,
right. It just, and that's the thing. Because I've been on before, and he's like, my people, and I'm like, and I never say anything, but I shoulda, because I'm like, wait, your people.
well,
You're-
that's what I'm saying right there. Why are we separating each other at all?
exactly.
At all?
Because you don't want it actually to end, because you want some sort of upper hand. You're trying to get an advantage over other people.
I mean, that's like showing up at the gates of heaven and be like, I should get in because the white people were so bad to me.
You can good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm just saying no, but that's basically
Yes.
what they're arguing.
And he's like, you think that God ascended to heaven and then he just left you white people in charge? And I'm like,
He didn't leave anyone in charge.
no,
Per se, like,
no, we're supposed to do his work.
yes.
Like,
Last I checked, he was in charge.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, the Bible says that I've given you all authority over the devil. So you have all authority. You're a slave to your own mind.
Right.
You're a slave to your situation.
Right.
I don't care what skin color you are. Everyone in this country has some sort of little thing.
Right.
You have people that are slaves to the government. Many, many, many people.
I mean, look at all the rulers. Yeah, this is just a silly concept, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. To me, it's silly.
So that was my... of
Yeah.
course, so I don't get as angry as I used to,
I see that.
but I have a hard time, like, letting it go, pausing.
Right.
So at dinner,
Practicing pause, yes.
At dinner, I kept checking my phone. Is there response? Is there response? Is there response? No response. You responded to Amy's post, but not mine.
Good.
Which is really for the best.
Right.
I love this person.
Right.
Like, he's a good person.
Right.
He's in our family.
Right.
But I just won't remain silent while things are being said that aren't true.
Right. Well, basically, now they're trying to make you. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I won't even go down that road. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. Just saying.
So it's just like, no matter what the situation, like, you need to stand up for yourself,
Yes. Always.
even when it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Trust me, it's not comfortable
No. Right.
at all.
Right.
And I'm go so far as I will wreck the relationship if I have to, but I will speak the truth.
Right.
I will never stand there and just be like, no, not going to say nothing at all, and I'm just
Right.
going to take it. Nope, that's not what you're supposed to do, first of all.
Right.
And that's just not in me.
I mean, do they want us to go through do they want to be the slave masters for a while? I mean, I just don't understand the
Yes.
whole like
I truly believe that.
is
a
that
lot of them.
is that the justice they think is right? Even though
And you think that's God? No.
even though I want them to win,
Right.
I want everyone to win, not them, anyone.
The problem is you're serving the devil. You are. Because I've seen so many people, not him, but I've seen many people out there talking about when the tides turn, if we ever got in control, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. And I'm like, you're just as evil as anyone else that's ever lived then.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing.
It's no different.
I mean, I'm sure the white people back in the day that did these things had justifications in their mind.
Oh, I've watched movies like from like Mississippi in the 60s. There are people down there that they should have been shot.
No,
White people.
Oh, a lot.
I
a
would
lot.
have I would have dragged them behind a car.
Yeah, I would have been.
Evil.
I would love to believe that I would have been disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
That, but
We also there's the thing. This is the other thing that irritates me about many situations is we judge it from the 2026 mentality when you can't judge it. You have to judge it with a 1960 mentality.
Right, that's what
an
I'm saying.
1860 something
Right.
mentality because that whole world was different.
wait, like if my neighbor's black back then, I would love to believe that if the Ku Klux Klan showed up and burnt down their house, that me and him are getting together and going and burn down their houses.
Right.
Because that's
Right.
you know, like
And
eye
if-
for an eye.
Yeah, wow. Jesus changed that. Though.
Yeah. No. I know. I'm just saying, as a person, though, I would,
I do struggle with that sometimes.
Me
Sometimes
too.
I want Old Testament God versus New Testament.
Right.
And you can't do that.
no. You're 100% right.
There's grace and mercy in the New Testament versus the Old Testament.
I would just been so mad that,
Yes.
why would you do that to any family?
Right.
I mean,
It just blows my mind. How do you just see color?
right, at all.
Like, trust me, I'm guilty of things before. Like, see someone, I'm like, oh, what's that kid doing? Or whatever. Yeah, we're all guilty of that.
Right.
But I don't care if he's black or if he's white or what he is.
Right, what's the
If
activity
he
he's
looks
doing?
suspicious,
Right.
he's suspicious.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it's just human nature.
Yeah, I agree.
And we all need to work on it and make it better.
Right,
But I'm going to call out the dude that's out there just trying to cause division
right. And
and making money off of it.
that's 100%.
And he even said, he's like, yeah, I don't agree with everything he says, but I'm like, and I'm sure you don't even agree with his statement, but you want to argue it because suddenly something inside you clicks. I'm like, well, I'm black, and he's attacking him who's black, so we're all black. No. You're a Christian, okay? I'm your brother in Christ.
Right.
You should be backing me. And you could say, well, he's your brother in Christ too. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I mean, he is technically. We all are.
Maybe.
Right. Well,
But he's also going to be held to a higher standard
right.
because he's supposed to know God better because he's a reverend.
He is a reverend, yes.
So he's going to be, the measure poured out on him is going to be way greater than the measure poured out on someone else.
Right.
Like me or you, whatever.
Right.
The more you know, the more you're going to be held accountable.
Right.
So if you spend...
I know nothing, God.
I know that I love your son.
Yeah.
He died for me.
That's all I know.
And when you look at me, you see him.
Yes.
And thank God for that.
Right. Just saying.
The last scripture I have in here, and I want to talk about this jackwagon mayor of Chicago. Fits this perfectly, actually. So 1 John 4:1. Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. So that would be a perfect person to test the spirit to see if he's from God. And as he talks, you'd be like, no, I don't think God would say any of these things. Like, God wouldn't be trying to divide us by race. God wouldn't be making money off of separation, hatred. God wouldn't do any of those things.
Right.
Not one of those
No,
things.
no, agreed.
He would actually be going around saying, you need to forgive everyone.
Yeah, everyone needs to give each other a big hug.
Yeah. They asked Jesus, how many times are you supposed to forgive someone that's done something horrible to you? 7 times? And he says 77 times, like 7.
Right.
So basically, you're just supposed to forgive people indefinitely.
Right.
And that's hard.
Yeah, well, it is.
But you're supposed to do that. Yet something from a couple 100 years ago, 100 years ago, no, more than 100 years ago from slavery, but I mean,
How about Erica Kirk forgiving the shooter of Charlie Kirk?
and then they mock her constantly.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
like that. How about all the parents, and I've seen it a lot in my lifetime, that forgive the people who killed their child.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's real time, but you want to worry about something that happened, what, 150 years, whatever it was, 100 years ago? Like,
Right.
I'm sorry, I wasn't part of that, and I would never be part of that.
No, I just don't. I mean, here's a perfect example. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson admits on TV he discriminates against white males in city hiring, openly brags about anti-white hiring practices. This is straight up racism from the mayor's office, taxpayer funding discrimination.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's okay. You know why? Because he's black.
Right. Well, the racism is always okay the other way.
Correct.
Like, you can't be racist if you're any color but white. Honestly. Like,
Yeah. Which isn't true.
right.
Not one drop.
Yeah.
I don't care what color you are. You still be racist.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, there's people that hate their own color.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Asians are very racist against each other.
Yes, yes,
Very.
right. Japanese or Chinese.
Yes, very. I see it in real time.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa,
it ain't right.
it's not right.
It's not godlike.
It's definitely not godlike.
No, you could argue and say, well, Tim's, you said a few things weren't godlike. Sure, you know what? I'm not God.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm guilty of it many times.
So if you're trying to use that against me, that's not going to work either.
Right,
Well, you're supposed to lead people to Christ. Yeah, I'm going to lead people to Christ. I'm going to speak truth.
right.
And the truth offends you, well, that's your problem.
Well, none of us are perfect.
No.
And, like, sometimes I'm with
If
you.
I ever claim to be perfect, yeah, you should hammer on me.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Right.
Because it's not even in me.
Right.
But, like-
right. It's not in any of us.
No.
Even the people calling it out.
Right.
Like, spend some time looking.
Like, but can you imagine being a mayor of a place? Like Chicago. I like Chicago.
Right.
Chicago's a nice city. Just don't strand outside this
I was going to
business
say,
district.
you got a good chance of dying there, but yeah.
Yeah. And this guy does nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
But then he's on TV. He's just bragging about the discrimination in his hiring practices.
Well, it's the whole thing with the, what is it, the program where you get to get in college just because based on
Affirmative
your
action.
affirmative action. It's the same thing.
That's reverse racism.
Well, it's racism all the way. Like it's
If the most qualified person doesn't get the job because they're black or yellow or green or purple or whatever over another person,
right.
that's racism, and that should be hammered hard. But if
exactly.
the white person is the most qualified and the other colors weren't, the person that's most qualified should get the job
Every time.
and vice versa. Black, yellow, I don't care what color you are. Woman, man, I don't care.
Yeah, right.
I said this before. I mean, if you're a tranny and you're the most qualified pilot, then so be it. I mean, I'm worried you're gonna go because you're a little crazy, but you know what? The most qualified person should get the job always.
I exactly.
Always.
Like I'm with you. Like what Biden was doing, putting people in places just because of who they, no qualification, just based on race,
Yes.
sex
M&Ms.
identity. Yes.
I need a yellow one today. I need a red one. I need a blue one.
To me, that's more racist.
It is racist. That dude is the most racist freaking person. He went to, what is it, Robert Byrd's funeral, who was a Grand Master of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah. That was Hillary Clinton's Audemars, whatever.
Yes.
You know, the big
Margaret something or other, a wicked racist woman.
Yes.
And Hillary has a quote that she was like this amazing person. Yet you vote for these people.
You sure do.
You pretend that they just aren't what they say they are.
Right.
Like, you are so deceived. So deceived.
Yeah, it's because they only read the headlines.
Yes.
And
they think they know, and they don't know any of it. Like I said, the racist guy at the freaking place I worked at.
Right.
Like, trust me, had I caught on quicker, I wasn't very smart. I really feel like God had a purpose there.
He probably was protecting you.
Yeah. He's very much protecting me. Or my kid, or Emery, you know. It's not that it doesn't exist.
Right.
No one could say that, it doesn't exist.
Absolutely.
It will always exist.
Yes.
Just like evil.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost, I hate to even say it this way, but it's almost a natural thing in human psychology. And what I mean by that is Newport versus Claremont,
Yes.
New Hampshire versus Vermont,
Yes.
Massachusetts versus New Hampshire and Vermont.
It's built into us.
Right? There's always that.
They build it into us early.
Flatlanders.
Yes.
You know, rednecks. The whole thing.
Is that racist? No.
No.
Is it nice? No. Is it true? Yes. We all can agree on that.
Right. Ours is the best always.
Yes.
Whatever we are.
I mean, I do get the most money out of people that don't live around here. But,
You're right. That is, yeah.
and I'm thankful for them.
Right.
You did. What did Martin Luther King say? Don't judge me by the color of my skin, but the character.
Yes.
A person's character.
Yes.
Like,
That's we've talked about this. That's my number one. I don't care. Yeah, you put a transgender in front of me who has great character, I'm gonna love the person.
right? You have to love the person no matter what. It's,
Right.
You have to.
But
But you don't support the sin. You don't just be like, oh, it's all right.
one of my
No.
best workers ever was a transgender, Ray. It was great. I'm sorry if I got about great. Honestly, on top of their job, did everything I asked.
They judge your
Smart.
character.
Yeah, I would have. Ray could have invited me to a birthday party. I would have went 100% because
There was this guy that dressed as a woman, has a wife. He's like, I'm not gay, none of these things. I just like dressed as a woman. So he comes to when we had the market, and he sold some stuff. And there was just normal besides dressing as a woman.
right.
But you know what? And it was so funny because he's like, I've been to therapy, I've done this, all these things. And he's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, part of me wanted, at the
You
time.
should read the Bible.
Yeah, I didn't go, I wasn't in
But-
church again.
Right,
but,
right. I get it.
Because today I've been like, well, you need Jesus.
Right, and that's the cure for all of
That's
us.
the cure of it.
Yes.
Because that's what you really need. Because there's a void in your life, there's something missing. That's it. You know. But you think I judge that person? You think, don't come on my market.
Right.
No. I
Would
treat that
never.
person with love and respect.
Absolutely.
Because that's what they deserved.
Right, because that's how they treated you.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just what you do.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Yeah, right,
But I'm going to call out BS when I hear it and see it.
right.
And people don't like that.
No, well, they don't. It rubs them.
And I don't care. I don't care. Like, I used to care.
Right.
I don't anymore.
Well, when I saw the whole thing, I was like, I know where tomorrow's show is going.
I honestly wasn't going to at first, and I was like, you know what? I have a platform. I might as well use it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not against it.
No, because the reality is, the whole thing is messed up, and it should have never went the way it went.
Right.
He should have said, well, these are the things he's done that have been good for our country
Or our community.
or our community.
Either, yeah, absolutely.
And we could have debated that,
Right,
but you didn't. You went color
right,
because you were offended,
right.
because you look down and you're like, whoa, my skin's dark and it matches his, so that means we're somehow connected. That's
Yeah.
a big mistake,
Right.
which that's going to cost you and set you back so much in life, because God doesn't look at you that way.
Yeah, when we get to the gates, there's not going to be a line of colored people and a line of white people and a line
No.
of Asian
There's no
people.
segregation in heaven.
I'm just saying, we're all going to be in the same line, and we're all going to get judged exactly the same.
Melissa's clip that she just hammers on this racism crap.
No, that's why I wish it. Yeah,
I know.
it's so good
It's so good. I know I should add it in here, but I didn't. So
because her preaching's off the charts, anyways. But
she's
so good,
so good.
she's got real fire in her soul.
Yes.
Yes, like
And she's a little white girl that's freaking like,
Yeah.
I think she's Australian.
I think she is
She
too.
reminds me more like an Irish, like
Right.
real Spitfire.
Yes,
Like, husband's Egyptian.
yes,
The twins. He's a twin. And, no, and they're an amazing power couple. Like, he was a Muslim, converted. They preach all over the world. And she's just,
yeah.
and she'll tackle anything.
Yeah, she hits it head on
She
every
doesn't
time.
care.
Yeah, yeah,
And I just love it. She's like, you think my authority comes from my skin color?
right,
My authority comes from the Word of God.
right. That quote.
My
Yes,
authority comes from the Word of God.
yes,
Not my freaking skin color.
right. Has nothing to do with who you are.
No.
Like, yeah, not in the eyes of Jesus, anyways.
No. It's evil. You're fighting evil. This was happening.
Right.
It's all evil.
Yes.
It's a distraction. It's something for you to fight about so that you don't realize, wait, you have one common enemy.
You know where it's really coming from. It's the devil's like, hey, this white guy's
Yes.
criticizing the black people.
You got to
but-
hit triggers.
Yes.
Everyone
That-
has
that-
everyone has some sort of trigger.
That's what it is, though.
Yes.
That's how the devil manipulates us so well, because
Yes.
he knows us so well, and he's like, that guy over there.
He convinced a third of the angels of heaven to rebel with him.
Right.
So think about that.
Right. Who actually know God, the whole thing. Yeah.
He was there for it all. He knows it all. He's seen it all.
Yeah.
But he still convinced a third of the angels.
Yes.
So do you think you really are going to withstand that
Right.
without God?
Yes.
I mean, the Bible says I've given you all authority over the enemy.
Right.
But you have to stand in that
Well,
authority.
the enemy doesn't have authority, but boy, he is the greatest trick master in the world.
If you can get out of your head. you
And that's
never
where
lose
he's
that.
living with you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have it all the time.
Yes.
I'll be like, whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, good. Okay, that was definitely the devil making me think that, because that person's actually all right at the end of the day. Like,
Yes.
it's just, yeah.
So this kind of fits in this line too. So Republicans can gain 12 seats in the House with a new Supreme Court ruling against racially biased maps, and then basically they said like Democrats are lying about. So this whole map redistricting thing.
Yes.
So according to what I've seen, right, the way the maps are drawn now are set in such a way that Democrats are always at an advantage, because basically they just drew around the Democrat areas so that they gain power, right?
Right.
Rather than just having a map divided into like 4s and 6s or whatever with no actually distinct, if you look at some of these maps, they're insane.
Yes.
They are absolutely insanely drawn. So the Supreme Court said, no, you are been racially doing this for years, and we're not going to allow it anymore.
Right.
Democrats trying to flip that, saying, oh, the Supreme Court, Justice Thomas, who's black,
Yeah.
right? Thomas is his last name, right?
Yeah, Clarence Thomas.
Clarence Thomas. I was trying to think.
I'm with you.
Remember his first
I
name.
do know the Supreme Court.
He has a first name for the last name.
Yes.
So, who's black, but, he's racist, and so this is the so 6 of them.
Well, if you're a black guy and you agree with the white man,
Oh, yeah.
you're,
And that dude's so smart.
You just turned white,
Yes.
which is the silliest thing
Isn't that
ever.
amazing how it
Yeah,
works?
Yes.
So you've been doing something racist for all these years, and now suddenly, it's like you just know the world is so messed up, dude.
Yes.
Because I can see it. I guess a lot of people can't, but
Right.
I'm like, you realize they're just saying everything the opposite of what's really happening, Like, that's 100% what Democrats do.
Right.
They say the opposite of what I'll be like, Ken's doing this, but in reality, I'm doing this. That
Right.
is the
yes.
word for word, letter for letter
Right.
way that
Right.
Democrats run everything.
Absolutely.
And then Republicans will tell you they're going to do something, and they will never do nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like little kids.
Yeah.
Basically.
Weak little kids.
Yes.
With no huevos.
Right.
No huevos.
No huevos.
No huevos. No bueno. Hey, I could talk about this real quick.
Okay.
So, yesterday, well, whatever the day. So, this check showed up here that, for me, that was like, it was money I spent for something before, didn't need it. It was like a surprise, I guess, in a way, right? So, Pastor Cesar was up from the Dominican in Costanza. So, his daughter lives here, married to one of the people from church.
Yes.
And amazing people who just had a baby. And actually, so I went to their house yesterday because I want to go visit him and see how he does things there. And, like, what's it costing? Like, just, he's doing what I want to do more of.
Right.
And so it was pretty cool because, like I said before, like on Sunday, he come up and he's like, hey, we watch your videos all the time. Like, we love what you're doing.
Nice.
Which, that's a massive honor to hear
Yes.
that from someone, you know?
Right. Absolutely.
Especially someone that's doing this and lives there. And so,
I'm telling you, when I walked into church, I didn't even know they were here because I come in the back, I like to get a little snack on the way in.
Yeah.
I just felt, I was like, whoa, there's a presence here today.
So I'm seriously, when I say this, like, I was privileged enough to sit in the living room with him and his wife and Leonella, and Andrea was with us. And so I was like, man, someone's gonna have to translate this because, well, Andrea's like, you have to translate. I'm like, you can translate for me.
Right.
She can't speak it. Well, she could, but speaking it's very more difficult for her.
Right.
If you're speaking Spanish around her, I can tell you right now, 90% of what you say, she knows.
Oh, absolutely.
She lived with an evil Spanish man for 20 years.
Yes.
Mexican man, Spanish speaking, whatever. And so, you know, I messaged Matt later, who's her husband. I was like, your wife is a trickster because she acts like she doesn't know that much English, but she translated the whole time for us.
Oh, she did.
She translated the whole time, and
That's amazing.
I know. I just kind of laughed. I'm like, you made it seem like you barely speak English. You know English very, very well,
Right.
And Matt's like, oh yeah, she does. She just like does that or whatever.
Right.
So she translated, and so he talked about like how much it's been costing us. He gave me some like advice about like, you know, things to do. Like when I said last time, I almost got killed in the village because the people were like crowding me so much.
Right.
And I like
right.
personal space. He's like, do not do that.
Yeah.
He said, go just door to door. Which
Ah.
I told you, Delky, I was like, I want to do that next time. Dude, I wasn't scared for my life.
Right, but it's still,
Because, like, I'll fight back, but
it's just a little overwhelming.
it was very overwhelming.
Yeah.
If you were a person with, like, anxiety issues, you would have you would have died right there.
Right.
It was intense. He's like, don't do that. Do it this way. I was like, okay. So, it was just amazing, like, to talk about his mission, and, like, I understood some of what he said,
Right.
and then some of it I wouldn't, because I'm like, I know some of the words.
Right.
But then I guess, but I'll tell you, I'm getting better.
Yeah, you're still very new to this.
5 months in, and I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's really getting like, it's crazy how much, you know, it can change. And I was just telling him, like, you know, how many people we've done. And so I want to go to Costanza. I said, I think I'm going to go in August
That'd be cool, yeah.
because I really want to see it. And he says, yeah, like, they live in the mountains.
Right.
So he's like, it's cooler there than it is on the coast, which that would be fantastic because I'm going to die in 2 weeks when I go put a roof on. Like,
Putting a roof on, yeah.
yeah, luckily it's not asphalt shingles because that would never work. I don't know when you'd do it. You have to take them from a freezer and put them on the roof.
Right.
But, so we're just, you know, talking about the stuff, and I gave him the donation I want to give him, and he showed like one of the houses that they had built, and I asked him, I was like, how much to build one of those houses? Because these people living in a shack smaller than the studio,
Yeah.
and certainly not
Not
as nice.
as nice at all, right.
No bathroom in the house. They're sleeping on floors, no mattresses. So they rebuilt the house. So it had a bathroom. It was bigger.
Yeah.
The kids got mattresses, and I asked him like how much did it cost to build it, and he said like $5,500. And I'm like, really? So now I'm doing like, now my head's really moving. Like, work's picking up. We're expanding into construction, different things, and I'm
Yeah.
like, $5,500. Okay, so how many of these can I build? Like,
Here we go,
So,
yeah.
like,
Good.
maybe every other month. How can we do this? Like,
Right.
because that's the thing. When I get there, and I talk like then my heart's in it hard.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, how can I build you a new house? Because look at the
Yes.
thing you're living in. No, I get that with you 100%.
It's hard. And I told him it's very hard because the need is so great that when I'm there, it pulls everything out of me. Like I want to help every single one,
Right,
but you can't.
right.
You gotta slowly pace it.
You gotta let God lead the way.
Yes, and it's hard because
Right.
like he knows my heart.
Right.
Like I make stupid decisions at times, but he knows my heart.
Yes, absolutely.
And he knows my heart's there, and he knows like I care deeply
Yeah.
for these people and,
Yes.
and people in general. Like, and so I look very much forward to going. I just like I said, it was really truly an honor. And I was thinking there, I think it was last night. No, this morning. I was heading to a job, and I was like, man, he's so blessed to do what he does.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm sure there's very tough days. I mean, he's still Dominican, so
Right.
he's not a rich man.
Right,
He
right.
still struggles just like everyone else there,
Absolutely.
right? But he literally does God's work every day, and I just like there's something so freeing and so like amazing about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we were in, if we had more time, I would have probably spent half the day there. But me and you had a meeting to get to, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh crap, I gotta go. And they were leaving. Tuesday, I think, Tuesday night or something like that. So it was kind of cool though, because I like met with him in the United States in New Hampshire,
Right.
instead of Dominican. But no, I look forward to. I think August will be the time because I need some extra days to do it.
Right.
I think I'll fly to San Domingo because it's only an hour and a half from there, and then I'll just drive to Igwe after.
Right, right.
So, but I want to check it out, and
Yeah, have more conversations with them.
then my heart will be torn in two different places.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's okay.
Bless the world, Tim.
Exactly.
One one village at a time.
One village at a time. That's the challenge. The
Yeah.
one village at a time
Yeah,
thing.
I get it. Because I know you. You're like, just take all I got. 'Cause
Dude, if someone walked in and gave me a check for like $100 million,
right, yeah. It'd
that
be-
place would change overnight.
Yes, yeah.
Because
know.
I would be going crazy.
Yes, you'd be like, okay, we're
You
back.
get a house, you get a house. And
Yeah.
I'm like Oprah, but you get a house, you get a house.
Right, but for real, though.
Yes. Free.
Right,
You get food, like.
right.
So, yeah, I'm going to be there the week of the 14th, so
Nice.
I'm excited. All right, guys. God bless you. Hopefully you're still listening,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Right.
Later.
Later.